A 1, 2, 3. So that sound right here, that there. See, that's the moment the guitar starts talking back to you. And if you've tried string bending before and the note slips or the note squeaks or it just sounds kind of choked, I know that frustration. I've been there. Now, I spent a long time stuck here, because I thought bends were all about finger strength. But my bends for some reason didn't sound right, and what I eventually realized is this. Bending isn't about strength at all, it's about your grip. So today I'm going to show you where to play on the neck to start making bends easier. I'm going to show you how to use 3 fingers instead of 1 and how to anchor your hand so the note actually sings. So first, let's look at where we are doing this. And we're starting with our 3rd finger on the 10th fret of the G string. That's the 3rd string. Now, I think when you're learning this on an acoustic, it's much better to start up here than down here, close to the nut here. Because the problem is, it's just too stiff. Okay, it's too stiff up here. But up here, there's much more give, which makes everything easier when you are learning. So also take a quick look at your strings, and one thing you should think about is light gauge strings make a huge difference. If your strings feel like they are cutting into your fingers, that's usually why. Now, you don't need to change anything today, just keep that in mind for the future. As I said before, I think most people think bending is all about having really strong fingers, and it isn't. It's about the grip. Now, look at the base of my hand here. Now, we're thinking about this part right here. And when I anchor this part here against the bottom of the neck and I wrap my thumb about around the top, I'm creating leverage. Now, because I'm anchored here, I'm not just pushing the string with my finger. I'm not just doing that. I'm gently twisting my whole hand, and my thumb holds me in place. Now, this isn't a big twist. It's a small, controlled movement, like opening a jar. It's just a small turn, not a wrench. And this twist gives you power. Your fingers just guide the string. And I think that's what stops those choked, strained notes. Now, even though you're looking at me from here, what I want to tell you is a little bit about the back, what's going on back here. And what you should have is there should be a bit of daylight between your palm and the back of the guitar. You don't want your palm pressed flat against the wood, because if that happens, your wrist gets forced into this really awkward position, and over time that can turn very painful. So keep that space open, a little bit of space here. So you can fit your fingers in at least. Now, if you're looking at your own hand right now and the anchor or wrist position just isn't clicking, that's exactly the kind of thing I help with players over the learning platform Till. You can book a private one-on-one session with me and we can sort that out together. The link down below. But for now, let's look at the fingers. So you don't want to do this bending with just one finger. You want to use your ring, your middle and your index finger together, all in a row. Think of them as one unit, not 3 separate jobs. Because this creates like a flat surface that pushes the string up the fretboard instead of letting it slip under your fingernails. Because these 3 fingers here, they work as a team. Now let's walk through that lick that I showed you at the beginning. So we start on the 10th fret of the D string. That's the 4th string with our 4th finger. Then we hop over to the G string at the 8th fret, like so. Okay. Now here's a secret. Now I keep my first finger parked right here on the 8th fret. Doesn't lift, it just stays home. Now with that finger staying down, we hit the 10th fret on the G string once with our 3rd finger. And we do it as a clean note. So we're going, and you see that first finger is staying there. That will come in handy in a moment. Now, then we hit this again. And that's where we use the grip and the fingers together to bend the string up. Like so. And you can see, because I'm keeping my first finger, it's kind of helping with the bend. Okay, so what happens now is we release the bend back, and then we hit the 10th fret of the G string as a regular note, not a bent note. Then we drop to the 8th fret of the G string and then finish back where we started on the 10th fret of the D string with the 3rd finger. So we're doing this. Like so. Now if that felt like a lot, that's completely normal. We're just stacking these small pieces together. Now if you're not sure you're hitting the right note with the bend, here's a quick check. Because we're trying to bend from here up 2 frets. So we're trying to hit this note. This note here is the 12th fret of the G string, the 3rd string. That's the sound we're trying to reach with the bend. So play the 12th fret on the G string a few times to get that sound in your head. And that's the pitch we are aiming for. Another quick tip is with this hand here, I'm only using downstrokes, all right? Now solid downstrokes let you put all your focus on the bend and on this hand here. So now we're gonna try this over a 12-bar blues chord progression in the key of C, which uses C, F, and G. Now it moves along a little bit, so here's the plan. So watch me play it through the first time so you can hear how it hits the groove, how it sits in the groove. Then rewind the video and try to join in. Now don't feel like you have to hit every note perfectly. I mean, if you get behind, just jump back in on that 10th fret of the D string. Don't panic, just try to find the groove. Oh, 1, 2, 3. Now, if you want this backing track to practice with on your own, I put a link in the description below, and it's right here. Now, if you just tried that and it felt like you were wrestling with your guitar, that doesn't mean you're bad at guitar. It means you're finally working on the right thing. There's a great quote from a guy called Jim Rohn, and he said, "Don't wish it were easier, wish you were better." And getting better doesn't mean overnight. It means one small improvement at a time. we're not waiting for the guitar to get easier. We're making you better by using the right technique. So don't get discouraged that it's hard. Get encouraged that you're learning this the right way. Now you've hit a real big milestone today. That bend is a fantastic entryway into lead guitar playing. And if you're a beginner who's tired of feeling stuck, whether it's technique, chords, songs you love, let's fix it together. You can join me for private one-on-one classes on a platform called Till, link down below in the description. Thanks for joining me today. Happy bending.